Hey, what's up, bootstrappers? You know what time it is. It is time for Flashcard Friday. All right, I'm Ryan Nickel coming at you with this week's Flashcard Friday. And if you're new to this page or you haven't seen these before, we have these flashcards here. They're designated to help you talk to sellers, to help you talk to buyers if you're doing any kind of seller financing, which we do a lot of. It's some simple math that you need to know as a real estate investor and how to find some off-market properties. It's broken down into 4 different categories. Basically, if you have a deck of cards here, you have hearts and spades and diamonds and clubs. It's broken down just that simply. So if you don't have your set of flashcards, just go ahead and head over to bootstraprei.com/flashcards and get yourself a copy, or just click on the link wherever it might be, like down here below, or it's there, or wherever it is. Anyway, the whole philosophy of why we created these flashcards is because we believe that you're just one deal away from changing your entire financial future. All it takes is one deal, and you can, drastically improve your family's financial situation with just one transaction. So, without any further ado, let's just jump into this week's flashcard here. All right, we got this week's flashcard coming to you, and it is the card. These are all random every single time. All right, this is the 4 of Spades. As you can see there, it's the 1% rent rule. Now, you may or may not know this one. This is a great one, especially if you're doing buy and holds. So let me go ahead and read this to you. Again, 4 of Spades, 1% rent rule. When purchasing for cash flow, rent should be greater than 1% of the purchase price. All right, sounds fair. Let me give you an example of this. Purchase price is $65,000. Rent is $850. 1% of $65,000 is $650. So the rent is greater than the 1%. So in other words, $850 is greater than $650. You got a $200 a month cash flow based off of that. Actually, it doesn't even talk about cash flow. Cash flow, it can be greater than that. But this is a $200 spread on that 1% rule. So whenever you're going into any kind of rental, you want to at least a minimum of 1%. To guarantee that you're going to get some kind of cash flow on a buy and hold situation. So this is, again, simple math. We talked about it. It's the 4 of Spades, the 1% rent rule. Again, if you don't have cards like this, just jump onto Bootstrap REI. It's actually bootstraprei.com/flashcards, or click on the link below. Get yourself a copy, man. Practice these things. All it takes is 5 minutes a day of just going through these cards, becoming familiar with the math, how to find these off-market properties, and most importantly, how to converse with sellers and buyers so that you can just have these language patterns flow off your tongue as you're talking to them unconsciously and get more deals. That's what it's all about, because all it takes is one to change your entire financial future. All right, guys, I'm Ryan Nickel. I'll see you on next week's Flashcard Friday.